Football is America's sport. We crowd around TVs and in stands to watch American teams play American teams. Football really is something America has made its own sport. Even in our final rounds of it, we only play ourselves, unlike other sports where different countries play each other. This is something that's played a major role in defining our culture. It's on our billboards, it's on our commercials. It plays a major role in saying something about the character of this nation. It really has become ingrained into it. With recent research and events peaking out with Vernon Davis's recent concussion by celebrity, there has been some conflicting arguments coming up, debating whether or not football is moral because of certain things. So what is this issue that's come up? So what scientists have been finding in recent years, this is all pretty recent information, is that there could be ties with repeated hits to the head in football players and depression, dementia, and other various sorts of head injuries. So to look closer at this, one of the main monsters in this argument is the concussion. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah. So, concussions are probably the most common injury in football. Everyone knows that it's just a part of the game. People get them regularly, and they know that they hurt, and they do cause some damage, but they're just finding out now how long-term this damage can be. For example, 20.2% of players with 3 or more concussions report to be depressed, which is 3 times the normal amount of people who have not had any concussions. Additionally, former players show Alzheimer's with 19 times more frequency than others in their age bracket. Also, former players over 50 years old show to have 6 times more dementia in their age bracket than the rest of the population. So this is pretty serious. People are wondering if football should keep going on as a sport because this is causing long-term damage in people's lives. Naturally, when statistics like this pop up, counter-arguments do come up, and they are good. People that are still pro-football have said, one of their arguments is that, yes, like this is an issue, but people are aware of it, the players are aware of it. There might have been a time a few years ago when football players were blind to what they were getting themselves into, and they didn't realize the damage they could be causing themselves. But with the research being public, they do know now, and it's up to them to decide if it's worth the risk. Additionally, they are always enhancing technology to try and improve the health of the players and keep them safe. And they're also changing how they even conduct practices so that there is less hits. So the concussion isn't the only issue that scientists are worried about. There's also the subconcussive hit. So there isn't much scientific data to really back this up yet, but it is something people are afraid of and suspicious of. So the main fear for a subconcussive hit, which would be a hit that does hurt and might cause damage, but is not classified as a concussion. It does not bring about the usual symptoms immediately. The worry for this comes that all hits do add up, no matter how small they are. And if these small hits do prove to be a problem, and they are adding up, then practices could be deadly, because in practice it's just hit after hit after hit, especially for the linebackers, who literally use their head as a part of the game. But again, they have not yet found any conclusive data about what the subconcussive hit might be doing to their heads. So, most of you are probably wondering why this might matter to you. None of you are football players. Maybe you guys don't even watch it. But the thing is, as a participant, even passively, just watching it, you should know what's going on, especially something like football that is so ingrained into our culture. You should know what's going on. You should keep up just with the information and the debates that are raging there, because it might come to a decision eventually where we might have to do away with something that's really played a major role in forming the character of this nation. And if you are going to add a vote there or have a voice in this matter, you should be well learned in both sides of the argument. Again, scientists are concerned about statistics like this, that maybe these health issues are causing damage in these men's lives later on. But then again, maybe it isn't this. Maybe there are other factors. The data is new, the research is small, maybe these studies haven't been thorough enough. maybe it's up to the players to decide for themselves. Either way, you should know. Thank you.